Hi, welcome you all to the next session of Advanced Accounting of TYBCom. As you all know, we have started with the chapter that is application of computerized accounting, that is nothing but the GST. And we also studied that GST is nothing but goods and service tax, which was implemented in the year 2017 on 1st July, and it is also called as an indirect tax, which has replaced all other taxes, indirect taxes. And what are that indirect taxes which is replaced by GST is सर्विस टैक्स, सेल्स टैक्स, वैट, कस्टम ड्यूटी, एक्साइज ड्यूटी, ये सब जो इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस को इरेडिकेट किया गया. एंड वन न्यू कंसेप्ट ऑफ टैक्स दैट वाज जीएसटी launched and applied in the year 2017 on 1st July. And this was not only one tax which was applied, but like Brazil, India too adopted the concept of dual GST system. Dual GST system basically means GST is divided into, the tax is divided into three broad categories, that is CGST, SGST and IGST. Basically, CGST stands for Central Goods and Service Tax, SGST stands for States Goods and Service Tax, and IGST stands for Integrated Goods and Service Tax. My dear students, these all taxes are levied on the goods and service, no matter they are into production process, no matter they are into work in process, no matter they are final goods. हर एक स्टेज पर ये जो टैक्स है ये लेवी किया जाता है बाय द गवर्नमेंट, रिस्पेक्टिव गवर्नमेंट हु हैज़ बीन ऑथोराइज्ड टू डू सो, एंड इट इज़ फाइनली बॉर्न बाय द कंज्यूमर्स. ये हर स्टेज पर गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज पर टैक्स बॉर्न किया जाता ही जाता है, but ultimately the consumer who consumes the product, he is the victim of this tax who has to pay it. Clear to it? Okay, today we will be studying with the key concept of GST. Clear to it? Okay, chalo let's move further with it. Okay, key concepts. The basic key concepts, that is term used in goods and service tax, that is GST law, are simplified and summarized as below. GST में जो concepts यूज़ किए गए हैं वो है, पहली बात तो components of GST, then tax on supply, then goods and service tax, then the framework of GST, then the indirect tax that GST has replaced, then revenue reserve change, then CGITIN, then IGST identification number, उसमें है A, that is tax person under GST, then continuous supply, and then compliance rating. These are all basic concepts, what are the key concept what comes under GST. Clear to it? First one, component of GST. GST is a single value added tax levied on the manufacturer, sales and composition of and consumption of goods and services at the national level. इसमें क्या बताया है, जीएसटी एक ऐसा इनडायरेक्ट सिंगल वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स है जो मैन्युफैक्चर गुड्स पर, कंपोज सेल्स पर और कंजम्पशन ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विस पर लेविड किया जाता है. देयर आर थ्री कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ जीएसटी इन इंडिया. इंडिया में जीएसटी के थ्री कंपोनेंट्स है. फर्स्ट वन है CGST, दैट इज सेंट्रल गुड्स एंड सर्विस टैक्स लेविड ऑन एन इंट्रा स्टेट सेल्स एंड कलेक्शंस बाय द federal government. Federal government commonly referred to as the central in India. Next one है SGST, state union territory goods and service tax levied on the intra-state sales and collected by the state or union territory government. Next one है IGST, integrated goods and service tax levied on the intra-state sales and collections by the federal government. The IGST is the aggregate of the CGST and SGST. The IGST is appropriated from the state when the supplies are consumed. Next one is sub tax as tax on supply. The GST is applicable on the supply of all goods and services utilized, unlike the previous system wherein the tax was applicable to the manufacturer, sales, or provisions of goods and services. The liability to pay GST or CGST therefore arise at the time of supply, depending upon whether the transaction is inter-sales or intra-sales between the state or within the state respectively. Separate GST provisions are applicable to help a business determine the place of supply for goods and service. Next one is goods and service tax, that is CGST. CGST is a single uniform indirect tax which was introduced to replace central and state indirect taxes such as VAT, CEN, VAT, and other. GST applies on all the types of businesses, small or large. This make it one of the greatest tax reform in the country. The entire taxation will follow a unified tax structure, as the name suggests, GST, which will be applied on both goods and services, and India will follow it a dual system of CGST to keep both the central and state independent of each other. The GST Council will be based by the Union Finance Minister, will be head by the Union Finance Minister, and it will consist of various state finance ministers. As CGST will be deserved as a four-tiered tax structure with tax sides of 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%. मतलब क्या है, GST में 4 टैक्स स्ट्रक्चर्ड है, 5% का है, 12% का है, 18% का है एंड 28% का है. इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि ये जो टैक्सेस का जो परसेंटेज दिया है, दिया है, दिस वेरीज डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द गुड्स व्हाट यू परचेज और व्हाट यू मैन्युफैक्चर for various different categories of product and services. 0% rate is kept for the most essential goods and services like rice and wheat. राइट और वीट पर अगर आप राइस और वीट मैन्युफैक्चर कर रहे हो, प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हो, प्रोसेस कर रहे हो, तो यू डोंट हैव टू पे एनी GST ऑन दैट बिकॉज इट इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट नेसेसिटी थिंग्स, दैट इज 0% GST. Whereas the other goods and services whereas in other goods and services the GST will differ with respect to 5%, 12%, 18% and 25%. Clear to it? Okay. नेक्स्ट वन इज़ द फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ GST. लाइक अदर कंट्रीज सच एज कैनेडा एंड ब्राज़ील, मैंने आपको क्या बताया था, कैनेडा और ब्राज़ील में भी GST अप्लाइड किया गया है एंड दे ऑल्सो फॉलो डुअल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ GST, दैट इज सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, टू कीप दिस सेंटर्स independent. Brazil, India will follow the dual form of GST at the intra-state level where goods and services are sold within the state. GST, Central Goods and Service Tax, and SGST is the State Goods and Service Tax, will be levied when selling goods and services into other states, that is intra-state sale. IGST, Integrated Goods and Service Tax, will be levied. Importing goods will come under IGST as it will be considered as intra-state supply. Imported goods will also attract basic country custom duty, export duty and suppliers in cess. However, will be zero rated. Next one is the indirect tax that GST has replaced. Designed as an uniform tax for the entire nation, it will replace the following indirect taxes earlier levied by the state and central government. मैंने क्या बताया था आपको कि GST ये replaced tax है. किस चीज़ों का replacement है? All indirect taxes which was levied on different types of activities in India. But now today in India only one uniform tax structure is followed, that is GST. Clear to it? Okay. Now chalo, let's move further with it. Tax levied and collected by the center, that is central excise duty, additional duty of custom, that is CVD. Then we have special additional duty of custom, that is SIAD. Then service tax and other. Tax levied on collected by the state, that is VAT, central sales tax, then entertainment tax, then tax on lotteries, biddings and gamblings. Clear to it? Okay. So let's move further with the next concept. Okay. Next concept here is the reserve change. Usually when the supplier supplies goods, the tax is levied upon the supply. In certain cases, the tax is levied upon the buyers of the goods. It is called as reserve change. As क्या बताया, यूजुअली व्हेन द सप्लायर सप्लाइज गुड द टैक्स इज लेविड अपॉन द सप्लायर. इन सर्टन केसेस द टैक्स इज लेविड अपॉन द बायर ऑफ द गुड्स एज वेल. देखो कुछ केसेस, हमेशा केसेस में क्या होता है कि जब सप्लायर सप्लाई करता है तो सप्लायर को टैक्स अप्लाइड होता है, बट सर्टन केसेस में जब बायर परचेज करता है तो उसको भी ये गुड GST लेविड हो जाता है. इसी को बोलते हैं रिजर्व चेंज, और ये बहुत सर्टन केसेस में होता है. Reserve change, it is called as reserve change, as the chargeability of tax get reversed. It is not new under GST, as under the this is not new under GST, as under the previous VAT region the reserve change exists, but only on service. Now under GST it will be applicable to goods as well. Then we have tax person under GST. Who is liable to pay tax under GST? Taxable person is a person who carries out any business at any place in India. जो बिजनेस जो टैक्सेबल पर्सन कौन है जिसको टैक्स भरना है GST का, ये हर एक बिजनेसमैन के लिए होता है जो इंडिया में बिजनेस करता है कोई भी टाइप का. And who is registered at required or required to be registered under GST Act. और जो रजिस्टर्ड, जिसने रजिस्टर्ड किया है या फिर वो लाइबल है रजिस्टर्ड करने के अंडर GST एक्ट के, उसी को हम बोलेंगे टैक्सेबल पर्सन. टैक्सेबल पर्सन अंडर GST कौन है? टैक्सेबल पर्सन अंडर GST इज दैट पर्सन हु कैरीज आउट बिजनेस इन इंडिया at any corner of India, no matter what business he follows, and if he falls under the rules and regulations of GST, he has to pay the GST, and he is the person who is liable for the payment of GST. Among other, GST registration is mandatory for फर्स्ट वन, एनी बिजनेस हुज टर्न ओवर. कौन लाइबल है? एनी बिजनेस जिसका टर्न ओवर एक्सिस 20 lakhs, जिसका टर्न ओवर 20 lakhs से एक्सिस्ड हो जाता है उसको GST में रजिस्ट्रेशन लेना ज़रूरी है. 10 lakhs फॉर नेट ईस्टर्न एंड हिल स्टेट और नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न एंड हिल स्टेट, और नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न और हिल स्टेट्स के लिए क्या है? 10 lakhs है. अदर स्टेट्स के लिए क्या है? इन इंडिया अदर स्टेट्स के लिए 20 lakhs जिसका एक्सीड हो जाता है टर्नओवर, दैट पर्सन और दैट बिजनेस इज लाइबल फॉर GST. एंड नॉर्थ में या फिर ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स में क्या है? नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न हिली स्टेट्स में क्या है? वहाँ पर 10 lakhs है. इन एज इनपुट सर्विस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड e-commerce operation or aggregate, a person who supplies via e-commerce aggregators, hence it is a complex list of taxable person under GST. Okay, next one is continuous supply. When goods and services are offered or supplied periodically and payments are also made periodically, it is called as continuous supply. continuous supply किसको बोलते हैं? जब goods and services periodically available हो जाते हैं या फिर supply periodically हो जाता है उसको बोलेंगे continuous supply. For example, a telecom and an internet provider will provide continuous supply as it is a provider for long time, and also the payments are done every month or quarterly. Example है continuous supply का electricity bill, internet bill, then we have telecom bills that are called as regular or continuous supply bill. Why? Because every month the payment arises, every month the supply is there. देन वी हैव कॉम्प्लिकेटेड कंप्लायंस रेटिंग. अब कंप्लायंस के रेटिंग कैसे होते हैं GST में? GST कंप्लायंस रेटिंग इज़ अ परफॉर्मेंस रेटिंग दैट इज़ गिवन टू ऑल द रजिस्टर्ड टैक्स पेईज. This rating tells you how compliant the supplier will be with respect to GST provisions. This gives an option for the buyer to choose the seller based on GST compliance rating. The rating system deserved on the scale of 1 to 10 based upon the type of business, with 10 being the highest compliance and 1 being the least compliance. रेटिंग 1 to 10 होती है. 0 रेटिंग मतलब 1 रेटिंग मतलब लीस्ट कंप्लायंस. वो कंप्लायंस उसका जो टैक्स पे करने का जो कंप्लायंस है वो कम है, बट अगर 10 है तो उसका टैक्स पेमेंट कंप्लायंस इज more. Compliance basically means compulsion to pay the tax. Clear to it? Okay, these were basic concepts or key concepts or components which are involved into GST. Clear to it? Okay, thank you all. Thank you. Please go through the video and let me know if you have any doubts and queries to it, and then we'll move further with the other aspects of GST. Clear to it? Okay, thank you all. Thank you. Be at home, be safe.